Yep,
Good
go ahead.
morning. Welcome everyone to our South Lake Chamber Wellness Challenge results. So we want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. We want to thank everybody for hanging in there and doing a great job. We have some very exciting results. We have some winners to announce today. We want to thank South Lake Hospital and the National Training Center for all of their help and support through this time. They've really been tremendous, and we appreciate all they've done to support us this year and every year with our wellness challenge. So we're super excited to have some staff from there with us. So Kim Couch, I think you are going to kick off and share some results with us.
Yes, hello. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. It was definitely a different challenge than it has been in years past, but a challenge nonetheless. So congratulations to everybody that stuck with us and stuck through it. You know, whether you lost a lot of weight or not, if you completed it, I think that's a huge accomplishment in this, you know, where we are right now. So congratulations. And we want to go over the winners and what the challenge looked like this year. Okay, sorry, 1 second. I see Dave really big and I can't see the PowerPoint. Sorry. Let's see. How do I side by side? Okay, great. Okay, so just to recap on what our challenge was, we did the 12 weeks. So anybody, we wanted to mention once again, if you were in the challenge, the 12 weeks, obviously the NTC had to close. So we have extended that to August 1st so that you get a full 12 weeks at the NTC. So if you didn't know that and you signed up, you can head on back to the NTC at any time. So till August 1st. So that was good. We did biometrics at the beginning. That obviously changed a little bit when we had to close, and then the weekly weigh-ins, and we went virtual. And I was really impressed with how many people kept sending in their virtual weight, and people would send me pictures of their scale or things like that. So a lot of accountability still. So kudos to everybody. Just the next slide has a couple recaps of some of our success. So we had 13 teams that were in the challenge this year. We had 108 people that started the challenge, and then 22 that completed it. And completing was by giving us your weight at the last weigh-in day. So again, a big kudos and congratulations to those 22. We had 8 individuals who lost more than 10 pounds, which is really, really impressive. So that was awesome. And then together, those that completed the challenge, so of those 22 that we had, lost over 185 pounds. So still really great results for this year, given the circumstances. So the moment we've been waiting for, the winners of the South Lake Chamber of Commerce Wellness Challenge are, and we'll start with the teams. So we did it with the largest percent of total weight loss. And the third place, congratulations to the South Lake Chamber of Commerce team. Yay! They worked super hard. And we're very, very good about turning in their weights. And then second place was Claremont Triathlon Club, who has always kind of been in the running in the top there. So congratulations with sticking with it again. And then the drum roll for our first place team, Live Well Foundation. Yay! They also had, I mean, the most active group. So, and Donna, I can't remember if there were 6 or 7 of you signed up, but they were all great with turning it in, motivating each other. I know I got texts, hey, I had to give you my weight because I don't want to get in trouble with my team. So a lot of accountability on the team, and it definitely paid off. So congratulations to the Live Well Foundation team. We do have NTC swag bags for all the winners. So if you stop by NTC or Donna, if you can see Roseanne, she'll give those to you if you want to distribute to your team. And then maybe someday we can get a good team photo of you guys too. So congratulations. And now moving on to our individual total weight loss. In third place from the Live Well team was Linda Smith. I don't know if Linda's on, but congratulations to Linda. She worked really hard. And then second place, Alexandra Sanchez from Elevate Lake. Again, really motivated and connected and really engaged. So congratulations to those two. And our total overall individual winner, Joe Carlisle. Yay! first place for Joe. Again, super engaged and really stuck with it. So congratulations. And for Joe, we do also have a prize. We have a 3-month NTC membership and personal training package. So Joe, you can pick that up at the NTC front desk and let us know if you have any questions. Shoot us an email. But great work to everybody that was in the challenge, and especially anybody who finished, or even if you didn't finish, we're still proud of everybody for making an effort. And you know, definitely during a different kind of year. So we just want to thank you guys. We'll start thinking about our next challenge. And so now we're going to turn it over to Kyndall, because just because this challenge has ended, we don't want you to end your, oh, wait a second. I'm sorry, I forgot. Southlake versus Chamber. Southlake Chamber versus Leesburg Chamber. So you, of course, every year we know our winners are good, but we always want to win that trophy back. So this year, Leesburg Chamber wasn't able to finish their challenge. So us at Southlake feel like since we finished ours, we're really the winner. So this is unofficial results is on the next slide that we think we win since they don't have any results. So, but this actually, so 4.12% of percentage weight loss is, I think, and I had to look, I didn't look back at the first year, but the last couple of years, one of our highest percentages, which I thought was really interesting and great. So congratulations. And I think Dave said we're going to have to go find that trophy because we think we earn it back. So congratulations to us for not giving up and sticking with it. So now, again, speaking of sticking with it, I'm going to turn it over to Kyndall. Kyndall is our exercise specialist at the Orlando Health National Training Center, and she's going to kind of talk to you about returning to routine and fitness, kind of in the day and age where we are right now. So thank you guys. Congratulations. And Kyndall, I'll give you the floor.
All right, thanks for joining me. I'm going to discuss with you the next few minutes about some ways for returning to routine. I think originally we wanted to call this kind of like post-quarantine, but I'm not quite sure we're post-quarantine yet. It appeared that we were slowly getting back to some normalcy in our society, but now we're looking at some numbers. I'm sure a lot of us are kind of starting to feel that anxiety again, but many of us are returning to work, and businesses are kind of opening up again, states opening up. And many of us are really craving to get back to those routines that we had in our life, including our exercise routines and our eating plans. I think one of the most positive things that we as trainers have heard from our members who have returned to the fitness center is that during the quarantine, people just simply made the time to exercise. And, you know, everybody needs that time to reset and refocus. And hopefully you were able to have that opportunity to exercise and to look at it more as something that you enjoy and not so much as a chore. But maybe you weren't as disciplined with exercise, and maybe you were more sedentary, and maybe you didn't eat the best. Well, think of these tips as your January 1st and as your new year and your new place to begin. So the first task is going to be to spend 15 minutes just by yourself. This is a part of self-care, and everybody's self-care looks different. So you're really going to have to ask yourself, what does that look like for me? And does that look like, reading a devotional, reading a Bible, some prayer time, or maybe it's journaling, or how about something more around the physical part of that, maybe some meditation or a brisk walk. But it should be a time for you to disconnect between work and family, and to start to think about the layout of your health and fitness goals for the day. And speaking of goals, your second tip I'm going to give you is just to make sure you write them down. I was encouraged recently to take a Post-it note and to write down some of my goals and put them in a place where I'm going to see them every day. So I actually taped it to the inside of my steering wheel, to the middle of my steering wheel, and every time I get in the car, I look at those goals. So I attached a worksheet. It's probably on one of your slides. And then I also sent an example of a goal-setting worksheet that is just something that has helped me. So just to go through a little example of what maybe mine might look like. The first thing you'd want to do is you'd want to write down one long-term goal that you want to reach in 12 months. So I actually found a love for running during quarantine, and I would like to run a 5K without stopping in the next year. The next one is 2 short-term goals that you want to accomplish in the next 6 months. So an example of that is I want to at least sign up for a 5K. And if I participate, even if I don't walk and jog the entire way, I at least want to sign up and do one and just get a feel for the race. And then my next step would probably be to do what my little Post-it note says, which is to run at least 3 times a week. The third one is to write down 3 steps. You can see they're going in numerical order here. So the next is 3 steps that will help you reach your short-term goals. Before we were saying the words I want, and so now we're going to change our verbiage a little bit, and we're going to say the words I need. And that is just going to be a little trigger in your mind that is going to make you commit to some of those goals. So an example of my 3 steps is going to be, I need to participate in park runs on Saturday morning. I need to learn to run at least 1 mile without stopping, which I just accomplished that the other day, so feeling good about that. And I need to strength train at least twice per week. The next one is to tell 4 people who you're to share with 4 people your goals. And maybe these people can help you stay accountable, and maybe they'll even join you too. So I'm going to tell my husband, my best friend, my dad, and my neighbor. And then the last one is just 5 new things that you want to try that will align with some of your goals. So I would like to join a running club, or maybe at least have a group of friends to go out with, take a group fitness class, aqua jog twice a week, log my food, and just be more disciplined with food prepping. So that's just an example of mine. It's just a small worksheet, but like I said, I included it in here, so feel free to have yours and fill it out the way that you would like your goals to be set. The third strategy is going to be to start to create some cognitive cues. Cognitive cues are just images that trigger a particular thought. So an example of this would be a gym bag. I pack mine every day and make sure that the night before I put in there my workout clothes, my sneakers, my water bottle, my headphones, everything that I need. And I have that bag in plain view in our office, so I know that I need to do that workout. I need to get to that gym bag. It's just kind of like a little string on my finger to remind me of it. Many people find satisfaction in just writing down a task and then crossing it off once they've completed it. So write it down, highlight it, and then prioritize it. And then I also have a friend too who sets alarms for things too. Every couple minutes she sets an alarm, and she makes sure she goes out, gets up off her computer, goes out, goes for a little walk. The fourth tip is make sure you carve out some time. If you joined me in the last Zoom meeting titled Exercise in the Remote Workplace, we talked about the importance of creating a workout area and making the time. Well, during quarantine, finding space was probably easier because we were home, but now maybe we're returning to the office and maybe our schedules are getting a little bit busier. We're not at home as much, but we still don't want to forget about carving out a portion of our day that's devoted to just physical activity. And this, I think, is going to be the part that's going to require the most discipline. You're either going to have to set an alarm earlier, make sure you get in your exercise in the morning. At lunchtime, go out either before lunch or after for a brisk walk, and then make time for the gym or to meet a friend at the park in the evenings too. So it's going to take a lot of discipline, but you're going to have to make sure you prioritize it in your day somewhere. This part is easier said than done, but the willpower is going to be the beginning of just getting off on the right fitness foot. The fifth strategy is to grab a friend. You know, we never know who has the same goals that we do. Chances are you have somebody who has the same schedule that you do. Oops, there's something on my screen. Let me see if I can get it out. Okay. But you never know who has the same goals that you do, or perhaps the same family dynamics. Maybe they're a coworker who has the same schedule as you. But you can always grab a friend and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to meet at the park at 6 o'clock in the evening if you want to join me. And just make sure to keep each other accountable. I have a friend here. We actually measure each other every 6 months, and I remind her and she reminds me, and it really helps to keep us on track. Another tip is to join a movement, or maybe even perhaps a fitness center. I happen to know a really good one. But join a fitness center considering that you feel safe to do so. Here at the National Training Center, we have a few safety precautions already set up and in place. Lots of examples of 6-foot distancing, making sure there's plenty of gym wipes and things to sanitize your equipment with, encouraging hand washing too. But whether you join our gym or any other gym, just make sure that you're keeping yourself and others safe. I recommend joining a gym with somebody who is a certified, who has certified fitness professionals that will help you reach your goals. And being inside is great because now we're approaching some of those hotter months, and we're starting to get our famous afternoon thunderstorms here in Florida. So being inside is a great way to continue your fitness. Most fitness centers like ours will have lots of variety of cardiovascular fitness, some resistance training machines, lots of open space for core work and for flexibility. So you have everything you need for a well-rounded workout. And then our last strategy there for food prepping is just in terms of nutrition. I would just recommend having a plan. We talked about in the last Zoom meeting that I did a little bit about food prepping and some of the basics for that. So if you weren't a food prepper before, now would probably be a good time to start. My coworkers and I, we all food prep. We trade recipes back and forth, and I like to cook, and so we always talk about where we get our recipes from. And for me, Pinterest is huge. I could go in and put in healthy food prepping ideas, and thousands of things will pop up. So you also have to find have the right containers too. I know I just want to add that I was in TJ Maxx the other day, and they had a package of 12 containers with different compartments for $4.99, and I thought that was great. But what you want to do is choose a particular day out of the week and then a time. For me, that's Sundays when my little boy goes down for a nap. I have the opportunity to get in the kitchen, make sure I clean and cut all of my fruits and my vegetables, make sure I bake up some chicken or some fish. And something that's great about that is having those things already cut up is, let's say we have a late night, one night we come home, I've got veggies already cut up. Great, we're having a stir fry tonight. Or if you already have some chicken already made, we're going to put it in a pita pocket and just have, just a quick dinner. And then we're not tempted to go out and get anything through a drive-through. But anything that you decide to do with nutrition, just make sure that you just have a plan and you just stick to it. Failing to plan is planning to fail. We say that a lot here. So that's probably going to be your biggest takeaway with all of this, is just to make sure you plan your fitness and that you plan your food. And know that here at the National Training Center, we're always here for advice and suggestions. Yep, looks like my the things are up there for goal setting there too. So we sent those in. I'm sure if anyone asked for them, we could get those emailed to you guys. All right, and that's what I have on my part. Okay.
If anyone has any questions, go ahead and either unmute yourself or throw them in the chat feature.
I just want to take a minute to thank everyone who was involved. Thank you, Kyndall, so much. You did a great webinar for us. People have been accessing our webinars. It was a very popular webinar. We thank you for doing that, and thank you for all of your effort helping us along. Kim, thank you so much for everything that you've done. You've really been there and helped us through this. And of course, the chamber staff, Shahana's and Amanda, have been tremendous in supporting this. So I want to thank everyone for doing this. I want to say congratulations to the winners, and we do plan on still recognizing everyone in public at some point. We have medals for everyone, so you will get your moment in the spotlight, Joe. We do plan to recognize all of our winners with with the medal and do a photo opportunity in the future. So we still plan to do that. We're not sure when that will happen, but we definitely plan to do that. And I congratulate everybody for really sticking with it. I know how dedicated everybody was. Joe really worked at it. I know Alexandra was extremely dedicated, and Donna with her team, she whipped her team into shape and took the whole competition very seriously. So congratulations to everybody. And oh, I see Linda Smith has joined us as well. Thank you, Linda, and congratulations on your winning as well.
I just wanted to thank all of you, because this really got a lot of us through this period where we had time to motivate each other and know that both the chamber and the NTC folks were there for us and so forth. And so I know it helped motivate me, and I'm shocked that I even placed in anything. I thought the Live Well Foundation had a chance to win because we had such a good team, but I'm sure it had to have something to do with percentage, because I know I wanted to lose even more. So thank you to all of you for keeping this up, because it would have been real easy for you to just say, let's do this another time.
And we were very pleased that the National Training Center once again won our Best of South Lake Award for Best Fitness Center. So we really look forward to presenting that award. Hopefully that will happen in October. So
and I want to say thank you to Kim for taking over, because it was tough having done all that work to wonder what's going to happen. And I want to say thank you because I know Kim fielded an awful lot of ancillary questions for me when I sent in my weigh-in. So thank you, Kim. I really appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Sherry,
you managed not to put 80% of that back on.
I think we need a Sherry leap to celebrate the. That's one of the best things that probably came out of the whole COVID time is that we have the patented Sherry leap, which gone viral.
Congratulations, Joe. You are terrific. You encouraged us every time we saw what you were doing.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I remember talking to Joe like the first week, like right after we'd weighed in, and I knew he was serious about it, and I was like, he's going to be the one to beat.
It's funny, I started a group, Wellness Winners, and like 2 people joined. I was like, looks like I'm on my own here.
You gave us great tips, but we knew from the beginning you were going to be the top winner.
Hope nobody minded the sweaty videos. I'm still doing them, by the way, so. And that's Joe at his best, by the way. It's just. Oh, thanks for everybody. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to that membership because it'll help me keep on,
Yeah. I can't wait to get my bling because the people at the office wanted me to win, and now there's no proof other than you guys saying I won. Second place.
Yeah, what's in the bag? What's in the swag bag? My wife wants to know. She always gets the swag. I'm a realtor. She gets all the swag.
Well, thanks, everybody. Amanda, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
No, I think that's it. We have coffee with the chamber on Monday morning at 9. Congressman Daniel Webster is going to be joining us. So go ahead and register for that. That information's on Facebook and on our website, and it'll be in the newsletter on Monday as well.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And we look forward to seeing you all soon.
See you at the gym.
Bye, guys.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.